Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today will be a three-part series of the company Bullock and Jones of San Francisco. I picked up a pair of cream linen trousers. We will go through the stages of the alterations from video 1, 2, and 3. We will also discuss the history of Bullock and Jones, and we will talk about linen. What is it and how does it benefit you? So stay tuned. These are the pair of linen and cream trousers that I was talking about. As you can tell, they are a little big. However, through the alterations process, you will be able to see these from before to after. Now let's touch on the history of Bullock and Jones. In the spring of 1853, Frank D. Bullock and John Luther Jones became tailors to San Francisco's gentlemen of the newfound wealth from the gold rush that began just a few years earlier. Bullock and Jones have been offering the best in clothing and sportswear for over 150 years without interruption, with an emphasis on luxury fabrics and the finest in tailoring. The present selection of today's fashions offer a look that is current yet timeless. As you can see, these are a beautiful pair of cream linen trousers. As you can tell from the break, it is a massive break. Again, we will go through the tailoring process just so you guys can see how beautiful a pair of linen trousers can look once they are up to par. Now let's talk about linen. Linen is a textile made from the fibers of the flax plant. The fiber is very strong, absorbent, and dries faster than cotton. Because of these characteristics, garments made of linen are valued for being comfortable to wear in hot weather. Before we make our way back down, I want to show the top half of these pants. As you can tell, they are double pleated. I do have bigger legs, and I do like the look that pleats provide. They give me more room in my seat when I sit down, allowing my legs to expand. With these trousers, since they have suspender buttons on the inside, which I will touch on the suspender buttons, I'm going to get the belt loops removed, which will require these to be a little more snug at the natural waistline just so they stay up. Another thing about these trousers, which I really enjoy, I don't know if you can see that. I'm not showing you guys my butt, I just want to show you the button here. These are mother of pearl buttons. One way you can differentiate between plastic buttons and mother of pearl buttons is to take your tongue and put it on the button. Mother of pearl buttons are slightly cooler. That was a way I could tell the difference. I got that from the Gentleman's Gazette, so if you want to know more about that, go ahead and look that video up. Back to the trousers. These have suspender buttons in the inside. Again, these are not plastic suspender buttons, these are horned suspender buttons. So these are really nice on the inside. These are partially lined, which means the lining starts right below the waistband, goes all the way down to the top of the knees, just to give a layer of fabric between you and the linen, which is another indication of a higher quality garment. We will remove the belt loops, take in the waist. The waist isn't bad. However, since these won't have belt loops, I want them a little more snug. We will also do a taper on the legs. As you can see, I have a lot of room. So we will do a taper going down the legs just to give it a more streamlined look, starting out wide and gradually coming down my leg. Now that we've talked about the taper, we will talk about the break. As you can see, there is a significant break on these trousers, which is something I don't like. I don't mind a break, however, this is excessive. This is just unnecessary. One thing that you can see that with the break we are going to try to achieve, I'm looking at either an 1.5 inch or a 2-inch cuff. These are already a 1-inch cuff. However, if you can tell, let me scoot back. my right hip, so it'd be your left, sits higher than my left hip. So the pants or the leg on my right side, the socks will show just a little more. So I'm not sure if we'll be able to achieve a 2-inch cuff. However, it's something I think my tailor will either put a 1.5 inch or quite possibly 2-inch cuff on it. It's gonna look nice either way. We want something that the cuff doesn't break like how it is on my left, your right. We want something that sits right on top of the shoe. So something like this, to where it's either a slight break, something like that, or no break, to where it just glides right on top of the shoe, shows a little bit of the sock since I'm wearing loafers, and it's gonna be a beautiful look once we get these done. So again, this is part 1 of the linen or cream linen trousers, and we will go through part 2 once I go to the tailor and we take the adjustments, take some things in, and part 3 will be the final video of what these look like, and you guys are going to be quite impressed with the results. Now that things are starting to open back up here in Denver, I will be making my next couple of videos series of a lot of suits, jackets, and trousers that I've been getting. I will take you guys through the tailoring process so you guys can see what it looks like from the second phase to the complete phase. In this video, I went over what these trousers look like now, a lot of the alterations we're going to get done from the belt loops, take in the sides, get the pants tapered, and go with a 1.5 to 2-inch cuff. You guys see what they look like now. The next video will be the part 2 of the series, and you guys are going to be amazed what they look like once we are completed and they're all ready to go. If you like this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Drop a comment in the comment section if you want to know anything about the company Bullock & Jones and how you can pick these trousers up. I really appreciate you guys watching the video, and I'll see you next time.